Hi, this is Rubino from Devil's Digest, and if you know me, I usually do not interview ASU fans, but I just could not pass after this fan. I mean, you know him by face. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the camera?
Awesome. My name is Obafemi Babatunde Oso. I am, as always, an ASU fan. I'm a student here right now at ASU, a Barrett Honors College student, as a matter of fact. I'm also a math and computer science major. I'll be graduating with my math major this coming spring. Just got an awesome opportunity to start working with ASU next year, so that's coming up, and I'll be finishing up my computer science degree in the following year. But
okay,
that's me in a little nutshell.
So give me a little background. I mean, did you actually grow up rooting for the Sun Devils? That's something that's really started once you got to school.
Actually, no, I didn't. My dad went here briefly. My dad's from Nigeria, rep the people, you know. So he came here on a school visa for a little while. That's what he was doing, and then after that, he never really, like, ASU wasn't. He wasn't all like, ASU or anything like that. You know, it wasn't shoved down our throats as young kids or anything like that. But I got here, I wanted to go to a big school. ASU's obviously huge. Came here and I just started, I was like, well, I want to participate. You know, I want to be involved in the traditions. And we got these football games. So I started coming my freshman year. I remember actually lining up right out here in front of the statue. I can't even tell you how many times I've been chilling around this thing, just lining up at 12, you know, in the afternoon for a 7 p.m. game. And that's basically where it started.
So now, the first ASU game, did you say, okay, man, I'm going all out, man, I'm going to kick, screaming, dancing, and everything, or just kind of like start low-key, kind of see what everybody does around you, and then kick it up?
No, I think I came out with as much as I possibly could, really, man. I didn't know the traditions. I didn't know the 1, 2, 3 first down. I didn't know the third down bell. I didn't know any of that, but I came in with a lot of energy. I was really excited to be here. I was loving my experience as a whole. Being in Barrett was a fantastic experience living there. And so coming out here with my friends, I was like, no, let's be loud. We get loud on defense, so I'm screaming, I'm getting people loud around me. I was trying my best. And as it came along, I just kind of learned the traditions. I became, I guess, kind of a leader for them, and people, I was always in that front row corner. I don't think I've missed a home game since my freshman year, and I've always been in that corner. Only one, actually. I'll be honest. One game my freshman year, I had to come late. I can't remember. I had some prior engagement, and I was sitting way up in the 240s, but I was going hard all the same. Going hard.
Well, that's okay. I think I can forgive you one game. It's all good.
Thank you.
So I was going to ask you, Todd Graham and his players seem like they really made a concerted effort to go ahead and reach out to students like you, to go ahead and generate excitement around the student body. Have you noticed a real difference compared to last year's team as far as the coaches, the players getting more engaged with the student fans?
Definitely. I definitely have. I would say, I really respect that. I think that's a huge thing. Todd Graham came in here, and what he was a lot about seeing was like family, and really being involved with the team, having a team together, and having the team be a unit with, the rest of the campus, because that's important. We're the ones who cheer them on, we got to have that. So I've definitely, I've been sitting in Barrett sometimes before games and had players come out and be handing out cards and stuff and be like, hey guys, come out to the games, it's going to be awesome, So I love that visibility that he's creating for the players to the best of his ability. They obviously have their own lives, they have their own classes that they got to attend to. But yeah, I've seen a big difference of connectivity with the fans and the players this year.
But the game last week stood out the most. Now,
Dude.
Now I understand it was real interesting story. You have a sister that goes to U of A.
I do.
Student.
I do.
So that's how you sat in the middle of the Zona Zoo, right?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, because the thing is, I don't know why U of A does this. I'm not criticizing, but their student section was open to the general public. So to me, I was looking online. I actually asked my sister at first, hey, can I go with you? And she was like, no, you can't sit there. You don't have a Zona Zoo pass. You don't have a student ID. And I was like, I don't think I need one. Your website says I don't. She's like, well, I don't know. So I just bought a ticket anyways, went there with her. She actually, she made me wear a House Divided shirt.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the game, I was in this white shirt, House Divided. Basically, they start talking trash to our players while we're warming up, and I had painted my chest, covertly in her bathroom before the game. And so when the game started, when they were talking trash to our fans and our players, I was lifting up my shirt and I was like, ASU! Letting them know that that's what I was about. And so then she was like, oh my goodness, she was all mad at me and everything. She's like, I'm putting on a U of A shirt. I was like, please, go do it. I want you to. So she put on a U of A shirt, and then I had a plan in my head. I said, after we score the first touchdown, which thankfully came in that second quarter, I was like, shirt's off. So I took off that shirt, had the ASU on the chest, pitchforked up, and just the rest of the game.
But how much abuse did you get
Oh my
quarters.
goodness, man. It was rough. It was rough, I'll be honest. You know, and I did my best. I came in actually, I think the thing I rehearsed most before the game was my talk with a security guard. Literally in my head, I was like, I know I'm gonna be talking to some security guard. Someone's gonna be trying to kick me out. It's just a guarantee. But all I did was when I went there, man, you know, I think I repped myself well. I repped ASU well. I only cheered on us. Yeah, I was yelling on when they were on offense. I was making my own third down bell. That was one of my favorites. You know, I was doing the 1, 2, 3 first down. They started mocking our 1, 2, 3 first down, you know, abandoning their traditions, whatevs. And then it actually came to halftime. That's when everything kind of started escalating. So halftime came. Everyone's already been talking mess, talking trash, everything, you know, cussing at me, all this, whatnot. And then everyone sat down, and I just stood standing up. Like, I stayed standing up. I was kind of trying to watch the festivities and everything going on. And this guy comes up to me, and he's like, hey, forget you, and pushes me in the chest, like shoves me off my bench. And they actually had a security guard, an officer, sitting right in front of my section, waiting and just watching me, like basically to watch if I was going to mess up and getting ready to kick me out right away. But the officer saw me. He knew I wasn't doing anything. He knew I was just repping ASU. And so for him, he saw that, and he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And basically they came up, they tried to kick me out. I was like, hey, ma'am, I'm not doing anything. You know, I'm just repping my ASU, repping my hood, what's up? Like, is it wrong for me? I bought a ticket here, right? Can I still sit here? She's like, okay, I understand. And other U of A fans, not all of them are horrible. Other U of A fans came up and were like, hey, this guy isn't doing anything wrong. Like, don't remove him from the game. He's not doing anything wrong. It's other fans who are, you know, being unruly. So came down to that. That got over. Then in the third quarter, second time escalated. They brought some big old security guy dudes, not some like frail old woman type. You know, big old security guy dudes came and said, hey, sir, can we come talk to you out here? I was like, yeah, no problem. So I hop down, I walk out to the aisle, and they bring this other guy who would push me, right? And they bring him out. His face when he was walking, it was like this. Let me recreate. He was all kinds of sad, all kinds of mad, because he knew, he's like, I pushed this guy. I was cussing at him and I pushed him. I should be removed from the game.
Obviously, because of what you do at the U of A game, a lot of ASU fans wanted to go ahead and step up. One of my sponsors and good friends, Troy Scoma from Cactus Sports, is starting
I love it.
Is starting a fund over here to go ahead and send also to a bowl game, no matter where it is, when it is. So, you know, let's talk about, we see that generosity from ASU fans, you know, from the older fans, you know, sometimes they think, you know, fans, they don't care about the student section that much and everything. How much does that mean when you see that generosity?
Man, you know, I got to be honest, man. I got to be honest with you. First and foremost, I got to thank Jesus. You know, I mean, I think definitely the energy that he's given me, the joy that he's given me, and that's what I think has really shown out in all the games. It's really not me. I can't take credit for it. Glory is all his, you know, first and foremost. And then on top of that, just what he's used to bless me, you know? I mean, one, he kept me safe at the U of A game. Can't even tell you how, my own father was like, son, you're going on a suicide mission. That literally was our name, like, for this whole, like, extravaganza before it happened. It's a suicide mission. We all knew it. You know, we know that the rivalry is tough. It's really tight. People really get enthused, you know? People are maybe inebriated at the games, and so things get kind of crazy. Thankfully, I was kept safe. I came out without a scratch on me. Just had ASU painted on my chest, and I was repping my place, you know, in the middle of their student section on the 50-yard line. Like, I was in the heat of the battle. You know what I mean? The most dangerous place I could have been next was on the field. You know? Yeah. And so it kept me safe. And then now to see all these fans, man, oh my goodness. That whole weekend, ironically it being Thanksgiving, you know, I was just like, wow. Like, blown back, like, wow, like, thank you Jesus, one, for the love and appreciation that all y'all have showed me, you know. Thank you guys, you know, just for even being willing and approaching me, reaching out to me by whatever means, you know, just through Facebook, whatever it is, texting me, you know, messaging me and saying, hey, you know, we really appreciate you, man. Thank you for all that you do. Hey, can we help you get to a bowl game? Are you interested in doing that? And I was just like, what? Like, what? That's awesome, you know. So definitely some great alumni out here, you know, and even some people who have reciprocated back to me and been like, hey, you know what? All things work together for those who do good, you know. So I got to give props to God. Got to give props.
Well, great. Well, ASU fans, you can go to the Devil's Digest or actually to Cactus Sports on Middle Avenue if you want to go ahead and donate money to go ahead and send probably the #1 student fan at Arizona State to a bowl game. And like you said, he's willing to travel anywhere, everywhere. But right now we have some funds going for him. So if you want to go ahead and donate for a good cause over here, by all means, please do. Now, I know obviously you've seen him in the student section, you've seen him at U of A. But I think you still have to be convinced why he's worthy to go a bowl game. he needs to go ahead and dance. You know, I'm a 43 Caucasian male. You don't want to see me dance. You want to see Oso dance. So we're going to go ahead and do it, Gangnam Style, obviously, over here.
Gangnam Style,
we're going to go ahead and take it out. So here it is, Oso.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
ASU. Hey, ASU. Hey, but you ready?